What an event, everybody. Okay, so is there no better person than Sherry Druckman to introduce you? I think some of those things were fabricated, but we'll leave it be at that. Thank you very much, Sherry. I do have a few remarks to say to you all. I'm really glad I can't see anyone. That really helps the situation here. But I would like to thank WMFHA and the Board of Directors for this great honor. Now, like many of you, I stumbled into property management, right? Amen? Hey, I just got a congratulations. Thanks, Ken Matson. Wow. Okay, I was at the ripe old age of 21 back then. I was a server in a restaurant, yeah, just like probably many of you, and going to school, and the folks I was serving, they recruited me. They needed someone who would greet customers, be friendly, and tell those customers what would be best for them, and of course that sounded a lot like me. So anytime I could tell people what's best for them, I certainly would, as you might know. Anyways, I started as a leasing consultant, that Sherry said. And, we worked in the days where there were adult communities and family communities. There were kids' pools and adult pools. That was the good old days. I even worked in the day where there weren't computers. Oh my God, and we had to do this stuff by hand. Your entire rent roll, your entire rent posting, everything. Thank Lord. So let me ask you, what other industry can you do things like transfer at the drop of a hat? How the heck did I get from Florida to here? Because that's where I started. Well, I raised my hand and said, God, I'd like to work in Seattle. And they said, well, gosh, if you could make it to Portland, we'll give you a job. And I was working for that company, and I said, okay, I'll do it. And it was only 2 months later that they brought me to Seattle. So don't be shy. Don't be afraid. Follow your dreams and follow your goals. We had spent our honeymoon out here and we loved it, and so we moved. And that's the way this industry works. But for that matter, where else could you go where you start as a leasing consultant and in short order be given the keys to a multi-million-dollar piece of real estate, right? And told to run it profitably. Good luck. Of course, none of that happens by itself. There were great mentors and teachers along the way, and a few of them may even be in this room, and I'll name them by name. Carrie Webster, Anderson. Dave Persinger. Clyde Holland. John Gleason, and all my friends at Security Properties. And of course, my lifelong friends that are here tonight celebrating with me. You people are a legend, and I love you all. Thank you very much. Then there were those who supported me. Of course, there's my family, and because I'm a Lifetime Achievement Award winner, I have a lifetime of thanks, right, to especially my family. They kind of knew I lived in the same house with them. They tolerated the insane hours and the trips and the meetings and the dinners. And one time, my husband and I were attending a business function, and there was a motivational speaker. He was a mountain climber, and he spoke at great length about being able to reach the summit of Everest, and how he did it with the tireless support and efforts of the Sherpas and the Yaks. And while that song, Did You Ever Know That You're My Hero, played, and a very emotional slideshow, weeping in the room, it was all happening. My husband leaned over and he whispered to me, I get it. I'm your yak. Thank you, honey. That was truly a laugh out loud moment in an otherwise quiet room, and for those of you that know me, you know I absolutely cracked up out loud in that quiet room. And I have been known to be a little bit outspoken, just a little bit. My husband says that I have 30 plus years of bossing people around, and in retirement, I haven't stopped. I think he misunderstands my helpful suggestions. But one thing retirement allows you to do is reflect on your time at work. So just indulge me for just a few more seconds. If I had it to do all over again, I'd pay closer attention to those that were making decisions. I'd ask more questions. I'd learn more about the business earlier on instead of saying, if I'm here in 10 years, pull that gun out of the drawer and shoot me. I'd seek a mentor on day one. I would not have procrastinated. I am the queen of procrastination. I would have scheduled everything out and worked my plan and planned my work. But so much of what we get to deal with in property management isn't covered in the manual now, is it? We are wing it experts. I've been called by many names. Last Minute Lucy, Wing It Queen. Hey, my friends here at Security Properties know all about that. But the most valuable name I've been called is friend. I've always tried to be a friend. A friend to my boss, a friend to my coworkers, a friend to those on my team, and actually really anyone in the company. People really are the whole business. They really are. The dollars, the things that add up to the bottom line, flow from a good people experience. I've often said an apartment is an apartment is an apartment. But the team and the power of people working together for a common goal and good make a palpable difference that ultimately leads someone to choosing one community over another. In this industry, I've gotten to learn, grow, prosper, travel, celebrate, partay, and work harder than I knew was even possible. The things I've been privileged to see, the things I've been privileged to do, and of course the things I have been unprivileged to do. Those are the things that leave such memories and yes, even feelings of fondness. The best advice I received was to keep my head down and stay focused on the things I was responsible for. There's so much to be distracted by. But over time, all little things added up to many big things and ultimately led to a very fulfilling life in a very fulfilling industry. So with all that being said, these are the things that I think each of you have the opportunity to learn business, to learn real estate transactions, to learn people management and people motivation, to learn hardships and struggles, and then to experience collective, collaborative successes and watch our ideas hatch into physical structures that become homes for hundreds of households. This is something I never dreamed about, nor did I ever learn of it in school. I never knew it existed. But how lucky for me to have stumbled into it, just like many of you. And the key is to stick with it for all those freaking unbelievable number of years. It was never, ever a dull moment. And it was a lifetime of experiences. I thank you all for allowing me to remember it fondly with this Lifetime Achievement Award. Thank you.